Hello, my name is Corporal Cedric Haller, and welcome back to another episode of The Force, where we bring you the most impactful stories from around the services. The countdown is on for the premiere of Armed with Science, a show that features each of the services and how they embrace technology, innovation, and science, giving the modern warfighter new capabilities and enhancing mission readiness in ways never before seen. In lieu of this, today's show will offer a glimpse of what's ahead. Being truly mobile, setting up shop anywhere in the world, and on a moment's notice definitely has its challenges, but a new printable technology promises to reduce bulk and manpower, helping Marines in the field see the light.
We're here at E2C 2016 with Scott Barker, and he has lights for us today. What can you tell me about your new lights, Scott?
So what we're showing today is the HCT flexible lighting system. It's a replacement for the fluorescent tube lamps that the Marine Corps is already using. We're replacing a fluorescent tube light with this flat panel printed LED system. It reduces the light signature on your headspace, puts out the same amount of light at the same amount of power, and reduces the weight, cube, and pack that the Marine Corps has to use to transport these lights out to an operating position. As you can see, it's flexible. It can be rolled up, folded. It attaches closely to the roof line of the shelter. This is a traditional fluorescent tube light that the Marine Corps currently uses. With the case, a 2-pack of light weighs approximately 45 to 50 pounds. This light weighs less than 1 pound.
This is lightweight. It can go anywhere in the world. It has multiple applications. I can't only just put this inside of a tent for expeditionary purposes. Set up the right way, it can go inside of vehicles. You can even make this out small. This is printable. We could print this out ourselves and even put it on our wrist for map reading at night. Even something like this, for the power source it requires, and the size and the logistics, it's not lightweight. Therefore, this goes against our nature of being expeditionary, lightweight, mobile, and hostile. This is a definition of innovation.
You can find out more about the foldable printable light technology at marines.mil.
It's a channel, it's a blog, it's a show. It's 3 ways for you to interact and become part of the conversation on the most state-of-the-art innovative areas of science where the military is at the forefront. Conservation, innovation, and medical advancements that will improve health and safety from battlegrounds to sporting arenas. Become an active part of all these topics and more. Be armed with science. Coming soon on Defense TV and science.dodlive.mil.
The Navy is also using light in the field, but not to see better. On the U.S. Navy's newest warship, the USS Zumwalt, weapons-grade lasers are one of several innovations being used on the largest and most technologically advanced surface combatant in the world.
The world is changing. Bigger missiles, different missiles.
Precision gunfire support. We move into the future. Railgun, solid-state laser.
Lasers, railguns.
Megawatts of power at your fingertips.
Power, and lots of it.
DDG 1000.
Zumwalt.
DDG 1000.
DDG 1000.
It's changed the game.
Never ever been done before.
Radically different than anything I've worked on.
Radical departure from previous ship design.
We're the new wave of the future.
This is the wave of the future.
Head to ah.mil to learn more about the USS Zumwalt and the built-in advanced technology it uses.
News, photos, videos, Marine Corps orders and directives, and Marine Corps social media content is fed directly from Marines.mil and Divids to the app, Marines Mobile, the official app of the Corps. All Hands is the Navy's premier multimedia hub, providing a wide variety of news, information, imagery, and stories all across the Navy for active duty, reserves, retirees, and their families. If there's a story to be told, Navy All Hands will be there to tell it.
As the Navy takes its advanced technology to the high seas, the Army is not to be outdone, embracing robotics of all sizes for help on the battlefield.
The process of learning how to fight in formations with robotics to do the things that you would expect those robotics would do. Allow us to see further, allow us to shoot at those targets that may have been acquired, and then to improve the survivability and the mobility of the force and the soldiers that are fighting.
We took these new things and we gave them to soldiers, and we had them exercise with them and give us their feedback on what they think is best, how they'd improve it, how they could use it, and there clearly was a lot of excitement out there.
So typically, if we were to conduct a recon with the platoon, I would take a small recon element and we would move from a small rally point that we would create, and we would move to the objective, close to it, and we would actually get eyes on the objective from a hidden spot. With the drone, we can actually stay at that position, put the drone up in the sky and fly over the objective and get similar to the same eyes on the objective with the drone without putting any soldiers in danger or possibly compromising the mission.
You can learn more about robotics on the battlefield by heading to Soldiers Magazine at soldiers.dodlive.mil. Frontline operations can be some of the most dangerous work service members undertake. From incoming artillery to environmental dangers, having boots on the ground carries with it a lot of risk. Next, the Air Force is working to make it safer on the battlefield by using a special SWAT team to eliminate a big problem from a tiny culprit.
Surveillance for mosquitoes can help us identify if a mosquito can actually carry a particular virus. So for instance, with the Zika virus, we know that several species of Aedes type mosquitoes can carry the virus. In addition, doing mosquito surveillance tells us, is that vector present currently? And then if that mosquito is then tested by a laboratory, does it actually have the disease? Other information that mosquito surveillance can tell us is where are the mosquitoes present on installation, so we can inform our partners in CE Pest Management where they can focus on their control efforts.
The aerospray mission that we have is fourfold really. We do vector control, which is done in two parts, either adulticide or larvicide, oil dispersant, and then we also do herbicide. So kind of in a way that you would think about cutting your lawn. All right, so passes by your lawnmower or tractor, passes by the aircraft as well. These passes we make here are 2,000 feet wide, so the product that we're spraying covers a 2,000 foot wide swath.
Everyone has a role to play. This particular mosquito likes to live indoors, it likes to bite during the day, and one of the things it does very well is breed in artificial containers. So your flower pots, a dog bowl or pet dish. By emptying the water from these items, picking up trash, that can go a long way in reducing breeding sites for these mosquitoes and thereby reduce the risk of potentially getting bit.
Even though this enemy has numbers on its side, the 910th Airlift Wing says they will use less than an ounce of insecticide per acre to eliminate mosquito-borne diseases from the battlefield entirely. You can learn more by heading to airmen.dodlive.mil. You can always check out the Force at any time on the Defense TV app or online. Visit your app store to download Defense TV and stay connected to all service news. I'm Corporal Cedric Haller. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next edition of The Force.